In today's video, we will be taking an unboxing and we'll be having a look at this ARZOPA Portable Monitor. Now this portable monitor is a 15.6 inch monitor and it does 1080p Full HD resolution. So basically I brought this for the channel so that I can do that thing that Greg does on his channel, which has a portable monitor here, and then obviously sort of show you either the PC build or the PC build, or maybe when we're debugging we'll have a portable monitor, so obviously you can see when the post comes up of the computer, or if I'm doing any kind of like you know, any other things that I just need to show you basically. So I thought this would be a kind of a good addition to the channel, something to kind of bring in, you know, something extra. Having to get like a big monitor is annoying. Basically having to bring a big monitor over to here is annoying. My big 24-inch monitor kind of takes up all the room, and this is a nice portable, nice size monitor. If you are working from home, then obviously this monitor is going to be perfect to actually add a second screen to your setup. If you are using a laptop or possibly just a desktop as well, but most people working from home probably are going to be on a laptop. So anyway, let's just unbox it now and we'll take a look. So quite nice packaging actually. I'm quite surprised and quite happy about this packaging. It's quite nice. There's the details on the back. So got lifetime customer support with this brand. I've never heard of this brand before, but seems okay. And this is off Amazon. I paid about £95 for this, so it's a little bit much, but not bad for a 1080p 60Hz monitor, which is obviously portable and you can store in your backpack or go anywhere you want with it, so that's fine. 30-day return, which is nice to see, which is obviously that's what you get with Amazon anyway, so that's fine. 12-month warranty, so if anything goes wrong within 12 months, you've got that sort of support. And 24/7 online support, so you can be able to contact them whenever you want. So that's a nice little reassuring thing to see. Let's open it now. So I think it might be this way. Let's put it up that way. Here we go. There we go. Took a bit of shifting when we got there. So nice packaging here, kind of, you know, so a soft layer of support there just to support the monitor, which is nice. It's just on the top here. So let's just flip it round to there so we can get it out. There we go. And then we do have the necessary cables as well. So I didn't say this before, but this is a USB-C compatible portable monitor. So let me just find the USB-C, which is here. In theory, if you've got the right setup with your USB-C port, and your USB-C port supports both video and data, input and output, basically then you will be able to use just this cable, this USB-C cable, to go from your laptop or your desktop to the portable monitor, which will give it power and will give it the video feed that it needs in order to display. So that's really nice, and we will try it with my laptop to see whether I can use that. I don't know whether my laptop's going to be compatible. I don't know whether it's video as well as data the laptop does, or it might only do power, so I don't know. But anyway, we'll find out. So in theory, the USB-C connection should be all that you need. But if you don't have a USB-C connection, or if your USB-C port isn't compatible, like I was saying, if you've got maybe an older desktop or laptop that isn't supported, you do have the HDMI cable. This is a mini HDMI which plugs into the portable monitor and goes to a full-size HDMI connector. So if you're plugging that into your graphics card, you can do that. You can plug it into your laptop as well, which has, as long as it's got HDMI port, then it's all good. And then to power it, that's obviously for the display. That's the display cable. And then to power it, you have USB-C port going to a USB-A port, which is actually, you know, a standard USB port basically. Any one which is on your laptop or desktop, USB-A port. So that'll provide the power, and then you use these two to obviously get your data signal, your actual video signal itself, and then obviously this is your power, your USB-A cable. So again, you can plug that into your actual device, into your actual desktop or your laptop if you want to actually get power. So you don't actually need an external power brick here, so that, which is again is really nice, because as it's a portable monitor, you know, you want it to be portable, so you might not have a power outlet. So even if you're maybe running it off your laptop battery, in theory, obviously your laptop battery is going to go down quite a bit, but in theory you can run a secondary monitor even without a power output, so that's not bad. There it is, and hopefully we've got like some kind of kickstand or something with, oh yes we do. So there's a little stand here at the back, and that will just support it up. So that will kind of recess back. I don't know if you saw that. So it's recessed there, and then we pull it back to its full outward position, which is there, and then it just stands up by itself there. So let's just take off this little bit of packaging. We don't need that. We have at the side here, I'll just put that back up. We have the power button. Can you see that from there? Hopefully you can. We have the power button. We have what looks like volume up and down. So I think this does actually have integrated speakers as well. Obviously the speakers are going to be very, very poor. They're probably going to be like 5-watt speakers, maybe 10-watt at very most. So they're going to be pretty poor, but there is speakers there in the monitor, which is nice. And then OSD, which is probably just sort of switching to whatever device you're at or what have you. And then we have the USB-C, 2 USB-C ports at the bottom there, as well as your mini HDMI port as well. So that's kind of nice. So basically I've got my laptop here, as you can see. What we'll do, let's boot up the laptop, and then I'll just connect it onto the portable monitor basically. So hopefully you can see all this in the shot, which I think you can, yes. So there is our portable monitor. Oh, okay, our connectors are actually on the right hand side, so it's a little bit awkward having to show you from... Actually, I might put the monitor that side, I think that'll be easier. So we've got our laptop here, it's just logging in now. And what we'll do, get our USB-C connector. Hopefully this works, but if it doesn't, we do have the HDMI cable as well as the USB-A cable. It's actually quite a nice strap. You maybe can't see that there. It's actually quite a nice sort of braided strap, and it's also branded as well with the ARZOPA logo, so that's quite nice. I've never heard of this brand, like I said, but it's one of those sort of like Chinese brands, isn't it? But it's worth giving it a go, I think. You know, if it doesn't work well, then it doesn't work well, and I can always return it. But I think this could be a good addition to the channel. So you got, there we go. There we go, it's fully on screen now. Let's just plug it in and see what happens basically. There we go. Okay, so it has got power, and it has actually outputted. So hey, we are good. Now, has it done extended? Or let's see, display settings. Yeah, it's actually duplicated rather than extended. Which probably by default it probably will duplicate your monitor, because like as you can see here, that's duplication, because this is on my screen. Well, you can't see it, but it's on my screen there, and then this is on the portable monitor here. Now, obviously, I'm sure most people obviously know this by now, but when you go to your display settings, system display, it says duplicate these displays, but if you select extend these displays, as I do here, and then you go keep settings. Now you'll see a 1 and a 2 there, hopefully. Okay, so you won't be able to see anything there. And then what I'll do is I'll bring it over this side. There we go. So basically these two monitors are actually going to be independent now. So what I see here is what I see, but then what you see here is on the second one. This is obviously an additional monitor. So I'll move that over to there, and as you can see that there, I can't see that on my screen anymore. But I'm sure you guys already know about all this, but yeah, just to say. But anyway, let's take a little bit more of a sort of closer look at the actual monitor itself. I mean, I actually think it is quite nice. Let's just move that to the side. You know, it's got a nice little kickstand there, and I was quite happy about that little kickstand, because you don't need to get like an external case or anything like that. So that was one of the things that I did want to get this monitor for, because I know some portable monitors might not always have like a kickstand or something to actually support it. So that's quite nice. So anyway, yes, the kickstand doesn't go out that far, but you can actually press it in a little bit and go a little bit. You can actually sort of angle it a little bit, so that's a little bit more sharper, and as I put it back, that's going kind of down a little bit more. So I'll probably put it up a little bit more for when I'm certainly doing my videos and stuff. It's probably going to be more that sort of angle, which I think is going to be okay, although there is quite a lot of reflection on the screen, which is a little bit disappointing. It is reflecting my my external lights up here is kind of reflecting off that quite a lot, which I wasn't really prepared for that, but it's okay. Hopefully you can see that okay on the screen. I am going to have to sort of play around with this before obviously I do more sort of just, you know, work with this. Yeah, you can just about see that, but there is a lot of reflection on the light, so I do apologise by that. There's not really a lot I can do there, but I think that'll be okay for, you know, certainly displaying things. Let's just pull up a web page here, so hopefully you can see that a bit easier. Let's get YouTube up.
In today's video, we will be taking an unboxing, and I'll be
So that's full screen now.
Installation process of the Thermalright Assassin King 120 SE CPU cooler. So Michael, what do we have
I'll
here?
just put the volume up a bit.
Basically, this is a
Maybe not. I maybe have to do the volume here.
It's from Thermalright, and the best thing, it's only cost me 15 quid, which...
That's actually just the brightness, sorry.
World, is it? So, yeah, I mean, I think this is actually really quite a decent little product here. I mean, we're more used to having CPU coolers around 30 to maybe 25.
That's 100% brightness now.
Well,
And then I'm going to come back down a little bit.
Years ago, that it was about that price, but now we're kind of down to the sort of £15 or so, 15 to maybe £20 for the CPU coolers, these tower coolers, and they actually really do cool very, very well. Now, before we go further into the video, you'll probably notice I have got quite a bad cold, so I do apologise about that, guys, but we're just going to have to try and press on, because otherwise you're not going to get videos today. So.
And then you do have an OSD as well on here. Let's just pause that, and we'll... If I just pause that, we'll go through the OSD, hopefully you can see that. I don't know how well this is coming across on the camera again. Like I said, I can't really see it too well. Hopefully, hopefully it's not too reflective and you can just about see that. But if we go into the OSD, I'm going to have to kind of look at this because I can't see it. So we've got brightness here. Your colour temperatures are there, which are all kind of set just by default up to 50 for all of them. OSD setting. So you've got like languages, you've got like horizontal position, vertical position, a time, OSD timer. So that's how long the OSD stays up until it kind of goes out. And then you've got MISC here, so HDR mode is actually off, which we could put on, but that's okay. So you've got actually quite a lot of settings there. It's actually not bad in terms of the settings there, I think. Let's just take that off. So if I want to turn it off, I think I have to hold the button to turn it off. There you go. So it turns off there if you just hold down the power button for long enough, and then we turn it back on. There we go. There we go. And then obviously it's back on again. So, you know, there's a little bit more play there. But like I say, to actually connect just by USB-C, yeah, just by USB-C connecting up. And this is, like I say, this is power and this is also display. So that's really, really good. Like I say, there is the additional cables if you do need to use that. If you're maybe using like a PC with a graphics card that doesn't have a USB-C output, like obviously like most laptops do. Then you can obviously use your USB-C to USB-A cable for power, and then for your actual video output you have your HDMI cable there as well. But if you are using a laptop here, which is a fairly recent one, this is only a 6th gen, i5 6th gen laptop, so it's not that recent, and it does do video output using this monitor. So I think, you know, that's a really nice thing with USB-C, because like I say, it's one cable and there's no additional power, is there? So that's great. But anyway, we'll carry on with the video a bit. We'll carry on with my video, which I'll play a little bit more to you, and then we'll kind of wrap it up, the video.
It is actually an ARGB version, which has an ARGB fan. But this is actually just like sort of the grey black fan. Personally, I kind of prefer that personally, because I kind of feel like the whole blackout sort of build is actually a little bit more stylish personally than the bling bling of RGB. But that's just me. But just know that the RGB version is only like a couple of quid more. So
again, this is 100% volume on your speakers, so you won't get very good volume, unfortunately, with these speakers. As I said, these speakers really are just for additional kind of usage, as very basic usage. I would certainly go to your, let me put that down just a little bit. I would certainly obviously use external headphones or Bluetooth headphones or something. The volume isn't great, but it's okay. Yeah, I just disconnected it so you can see a little bit more. Like I say, the back of it, there really isn't much at all. It's just saying the ARZOPA Portable Monitor. I still don't know how you say that brand exactly, but hopefully I've said it right. It's actually A for energy efficient as well, which is really good actually. Like I said, really don't need a lot of power to power this monitor. You only need your USB-C output from your laptop or your desktop, so that's great. Like I say, the front of it's quite clean. It's quite, like I say, it's going to be very portable. The only thing I would have liked to have seen is actually a cover over this, which maybe is something additional that you can buy. I can't see anything actually in the box, to be honest. I'll have a quick look at the box. No, apart from this plastic here, which was covering the actual monitor, there isn't actually an additional like cover, like almost like an iPad cover, like you would have like a flip over one, which maybe is something additional you can buy. I don't know if you can. I will take a look myself to see whether there is actually anything additional that you can buy to actually cover the screen. Because the only thing is, when you're having your screen portable, this is going to go in your bag. This could actually scratch up the screen quite a lot. Now that's one thing to really be wary of this monitor, that you don't have that extra thing. But obviously for me, I'm going to be using this mainly for my channel, so it's really not going to be portable. It's mainly going to be here, I would say, all the time, going to be used. I'm going to certainly look at the video back to see how clear it was, because obviously I want to use this going forward with my gaming PCs for initial posts, the initial boot up of a PC, to show that it works. Plus I might even just display some overlay with game overlay or something like that, or we might just even have some kind of explainer things where I might use a monitor like this. So it certainly will come in handy, I think, this monitor. As I say, there is a little bit of plastic down here, or sort of like protectors down here, which actually protect the monitor on the actual counter itself, or the table, or whatever you're using it on. So there is a bit of protection for the monitor there. Around the sides there isn't really any other protection, you know, it's all just kind of clear. It's all kind of plasticky, but it's okay, it certainly works. The buttons actually do feel quite good at the side here, hopefully you can get that in. And yeah, like I say, the little kickstand thing is kind of nice. Being able to kickstand it all the way down to there, or potentially if you want it more to like here, that is kind of nice. I'll probably have it to about there, I would say, with the kickstand. Hopefully it's going to display okay, but obviously my lights here are kind of projecting right to it, so it might not be perfect for the output, but we'll see as we go along. And basically I hope you did like that video, guys, and let me know what you think of this portable monitor. And you know, would you consider a portable monitor for either your work from home needs, or potentially even using as a second monitor in your setup, possibly? Obviously, I know cost-wise it doesn't really make sense to buy one of these things, but I do think £95, although it is quite a lot of money for certainly for the size of the monitor, to actually get a fully portable monitor, which, like I say, is like literally like not even an inch thick here. You know, this really is portable. It's so light as well. I probably didn't mention how light it was, but you know, to actually get this for £95, I think is a good deal. Especially if you are a work from home person and you need the additional monitor. This could be a really space saver, and it could be really, really nice to have this. It's basically like another laptop display, but just bolted onto the side here. Yeah, I mean, it is a nice little thing. It's a nice little monitor, this. Like I said, I haven't heard of the brand before, but you know, it seems like a nice monitor. And I do think it displayed quite well out there. Although maybe you couldn't fully see it on the camera, but when I was looking at it, I do think that the display was more than good enough. Like I say, 1080p, full HD display, so going to be perfect for what I need, really. And yeah, I do think it is a nice monitor. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, are you potentially thinking of buying a portable monitor, or do you have no interest at all in portable monitors? Hopefully, like I say, it's going to be useful for my channel, and you know, hopefully going forward, we'll get lots of use out of this. That's my plan, because you know, it is a bit of an investment for me, this. So I think it will be worth the investment, though. Hopefully. I've got to keep trying with this channel. I've got to keep going with it, you know, and I certainly do want to keep pushing it. Although the videos aren't quite as regular as maybe as I'd like them to be, but anyway, we will try and address that. But yeah, hopefully, you know, just let me know in the comments what you think of it. Let me know comments if you've got any other questions or what have you for me. Please like the video for the YouTube algorithm, and obviously please subscribe if you want to see future videos from me. And as always, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.